Is this bull market over or will it end in 2026? I'm gonna answer that most asked question in today's video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video, welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, I have like 3 epic news items. I have 4 amazing charts, also showing you if the bull market is over, yes or no. And of course, an inspirational quote at the end. Let's jump into the news first, guys, as it's epic news. Bam! First news item, the Swedish Minister President Norden just proposed to remove capital gain tax on Bitcoin payments in Sweden. Yes, international adoption. So they want to remove capital gain tax on all the payments done with Bitcoin. There's more countries that are proposing this. Now also Norden, the Prime Minister of Sweden, proposing to remove the capital gain tax on Bitcoin payments. Let me know what you think about all these proposals worldwide now to remove the capital gain tax on Bitcoin payments. Will this lead to Bitcoin becoming also money at the same time while it's gold? The real true fundamentals of Bitcoin, peer-to-peer cash? Let me know down below what you think about that. But Sweden also running to Bitcoin adoption. Bam! This one is for all you brand people there that want to buy a shitload of materialistic stuff. Chanel, which is a $40 billion company, is now accepting Bitcoin payments in South Africa. So if you want to buy your new Chanel bag or your new Chanel shirt or your new Chanel glasses or whatever you buy at Chanel, I think it's also perfume, isn't it? I don't know. But whatever you want to buy in Chanel with Bitcoin, you go to South Africa now and you can pay with Bitcoin for Chanel. Chanel. Maybe I should pronounce it a little bit more French. Chanel. But if you want to buy Chanel, you go now to South Africa and there you pay with Bitcoin. Probably this is all gonna go all over the world. Probably Chanel will start to accept Bitcoin payments also in Dubai, also in Thailand, also in the United States, because when they start and they see how it works, they will understand it's the same like accepting Visa or MasterCard or any other payment processor. So then they will start to accept Bitcoin all over the world for their Chanel products. And if Chanel will do that, then all the other brands, I don't know all of them, but like Louis Vuitton, something I hear with my kids, and Gucci and all of these brands, they will probably all start to accept Bitcoins now. Armani, do I know any more? Let me know which is your favorite brand and what brand should start to accept Bitcoin tomorrow. Let me know down below in the comments. But if you want to buy a Chanel bag, go to South Africa, pay with Bitcoins. Oh, by the way, before I forget, that they are accepting this in South Africa, does that mean that I can order a Chanel bag from Thailand in the South African store online and pay with Bitcoin and get that bag shipped to Thailand as well? I don't know. We need to find out. Can somebody test that? Can somebody buy like a $10,000 Chanel bag with Bitcoin in South Africa in the online store and have it sent to their country? Let me know down below if you tested that and what the result was. But yes, that would be that there is an international global asset that is destroying all the borders when it comes to payments. Let me know your thoughts about that as well. Bam. Third news item, guys, is about Elon Musk, because you know he has this company SpaceX. That's that company that's sending all those trains through the sky, you know, those satellites. They are now officially holding $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So yes, even the richest of the richest of the richest, I don't know if you consider him as the smartest people, but he's a rich person. The richest people in the world are now hodling Bitcoin as well. SpaceX hodling $1 billion worth of Bitcoins. And I think Tesla's still also hodling Bitcoins, but I don't know how much at the moment. If you know that, drop a comment down below. Maybe I will give away some t-shirts to the people that have the correct number of Tesla hodling Bitcoins. But SpaceX, $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Amazing steps for Bitcoin, guys. Bam. Now, the fourth news item is that the second largest exchange in Russia just launched their Bitcoin futures. This is the 11th biggest economy of the world that are now launching Bitcoin futures on the second biggest exchange of their country, Russia. Guys, Please stay awake. Please see what is happening. I've been making videos now the last couple of weeks, each and every day again, and every day there's a new country adopting to Bitcoin. This Bitcoin is gonna be the gold of the 21st century, and we are in the midst of this gold rush. Now all these countries understand that, and that is why they are joining this gold rush. Retail still needs to step in. We can see there is no retail. Retail needs to start to understand that Bitcoin is not anymore that stupid multi-level marketing thing, or that stupid thing that is out of the thin air, or stupid thing that nobody believes in. This is going to be the gold of the 21st century that you can use as money at the same time. You should be stacking all your savings in that store of value, the gold of the 21st century, because you can see that all the world is going for it. You should be going for it as well. You should not keep your money in those stupid fiat shitcoins that are killing your purchasing power more and more and more. You're able to buy less and less and less because you hodl your capital in euros or dollars or any other fiat shitcoin. If you want to increase your purchasing power, you should hodl your capital just like the richest of the richest do in a store of value like the physical gold or silver or now the digital gold, Bitcoin. I would say Bitcoin because you can use that digital gold also to do payments all over the world. You can't use physical gold, you can't use silver, you can't use real estate, you can't use any other store of value as a payment at the same time. You can only use them as a store of value. Bitcoin is the first store of value ever that protects your capital against inflation, that increases your purchasing power because it's a store of value, and you can use it to pay for stuff all over the world, online and offline. And you can share it and send it to whoever you want without being stopped by any centralized entity, without shipping costs, without all the difficulties you have with real estate or gold or silver. Please understand this, guys. It is the best asset we have ever seen. It's also performing the best of all the assets we have ever seen, but it's also the best fundamentals and structure behind it that we have ever seen. We call it the blockchain. You should really start to think over the things that they taught you in traditional finance. That world is over. Step into the new world of finance where Bitcoin will be the king. That were all the news items, guys. Let's quickly jump now into the charts to show you exactly what I see in TA and what to expect this week or next week in Bitcoin. Bam. The first chart for the day, guys, 4-hour chart. Let's get some coffee, the Didi Bam Bam coffee mug. You can buy it, of course, in the store. And also use Didi Bam Bam tokens, but I will get back to that a little bit later, guys. Now, the 4-hour chart here in Bitcoin. Look, I told you we will retest that area of 121,000 US dollars. That's exactly what we did. I told you we're going to retest this support line. If we keep support, we will move up. That's what we did. And we will take some time before we make that next move to 130 to 35K. We can see the decreasing of the yellow and the blue. We can see the white line starts to curl slowly up. So there is a buying signal on the 4-hour, but we didn't see a candle closing above it yet. The top of the Bollinger Band, 125K, which is an amazing level to hunt for again. Now, if you zoom out on the weekly, it's still the same pattern, guys. We have that candle that needs to close in 3 days and 22 hours above that green line. If that candle closes above that green line, we are in a very safe zone to go and create a beautiful green bar over here down below. If that happens, that is very bullish. That will mean the Bitcoin bull market will continue very soon again and give another pump. Okay, that's the short term. I'm going to jump into long term as well, but I want to show you something else as well that is over here. This is on DEX tools. On DEX tools, you will find, of course, also the Didi Bam Bam token. Now, that Didi Bam Bam token has been around now for over a year, and we're still doing very good. We are still around a market cap of 3.5 million at the moment, a liquidity of almost 300K. The circulating supply is also 21 million tokens, so not more. It's also same like Bitcoin. We are not praising Bitcoin, but we took the fundamentals, the economics of Bitcoin because we like how they did it. Now we can see that we had a beautiful green candle coming up now to 17 cents. We went up with 18% in the last couple of hours. If you zoom out, it's just a normal chart. It's not a pump and dump scheme. It's not a pump and dump token. Why not? Because there is a use case for the token. But I will come back to that very soon in the video as well, guys. Just to show you, yes, Didi Bam Bam is still doing pretty damn fine. Now, can I go and do something really cool now? Yes, we will jump now into these charts over here. This is the first one. This one is showing you that, yeah, there is a shitload of adoption by institutional investors. Why? Because look, the institutional demand, there's the green one, the new created supply, so the new created Bitcoins is that gray one. At the moment, in 2024, we created 217,000 new Bitcoins through mining. The demand was 900,000 Bitcoins, 913,006. Year to date is 944,000. So even though we still have 3 months to go, at the moment, we already has a institutional demand of 944. The complete demand of 2024 is already done in the first 9 months and still growing. We only created 127,622 Bitcoins year to date. So you do understand what this means. This means that the demand is a shitload huger, bigger than the supply that is newly created. So either people sell the Bitcoins to this demand, or they need to wait before the new Bitcoins are being created. This is very interesting because this could lead to that supply shock. Do your own research on what a supply shock would mean in Bitcoin. On this chart, guys, we can see that every time when that cross happened, that we can see that happened now over there, this cross, to be very clear, this is the 101, the 52 DMA crossing. You can see that over there, these ones, the white, the red, and the purple area, that's what you need to focus on. Here on the top, you can see what they mean. Whenever this one, the white line crossed that red line, that was the beginning of the euphoria phase of the bull market. When that white line crossed that red line, that is the moment that the euphoria phase, the last steep part of the bull market started. That cross, here the cross, here the cross. We have seen that cross already over there. That's the start of that green box. Now, if that would lead to the same result that we have seen in the previous cycles, we could even end up at 400,000. That's when that white line will cross this horizontal white line. Every time when that line is crossed, that's the top, the top. So we will keep an eye on this chart in the next 60 days because I believe this will move up explosively, and I don't believe 400K. I am still in the 160K box, but who knows? But that's a really cool chart. Then we have this one. This one is more my favorite one. This is the 4-year cycle one, and this one is created by EBSC32. You see and you notice that I share more of his charts because I really like the structure of these charts. They remind me of my own charts. The orange line is the current bull cycle. The bluish is 2021, the red is 2017, and the green is 2013. Now we can see that if we would follow the previous bull cycles, that the top needs to be somewhere in this area. There. In this area is where the top was. Now, either it will take into October that we create a top, or November, but before the end of 2025, before the beginning of 2026, that top should definitely be in. Again, I believe that we will create a top around 160K. So I believe that this line that we see here now, that orange line, maybe I can withdraw with orange color, that would go somewhere, sorry, there's red color, somewhere to there, and create a top somewhere at 160k. Underperforming the blue, underperforming the green, and underperforming the red. From there, I believe we will go into a bear market and come down to these levels over there, 80k, 60 to 80k. Now, a lot of people are telling me that we will not go to this level, but we will go to this level, 200k. So we will be between in the performance of 2017 and the performance of 2013. That could, of course, happen. Nobody knows. But there is one thing that I will know. When the indicators start flashing at this time over there, I will be telling you that you need to exit the market. Okay? Just to be completely clear. Then I have this chart. This chart is also very interesting because this one is a 2-week chart. Please don't be fooled. It's a 2-week chart. So every candle is 2 weeks. So let me see. I found it on Twitter. Deco Dejar, that one is the creator apparently. A 2-week index chart, and we can see the macro trend oscillator, and we can see the pulse and the Bitcoin. Now, the thing that we need to understand now is that every time when that black line turns green through crossing that horizontal line, that is the last part of that bull market. When it happened here, it was the last part of that bull market. When it happened here now, it will be the last part of that bull market. It's not completely exact all the time, but what we can see is every time when it happens, we can see this new structure forming. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this reminds me to the 2017 bull market. That felt also really long before we really took off. You know, this started in 2015, all the way through 2016 until the end of 2017, and that is when we had that massive blow off top. Here started in 2022 all the way now to 2025. In the end of 2025, I expect that blow off top to 160,000 US dollar. I'm not 500k. That chart is telling us, yeah, we could even go to 500k. I don't see that top. I see a 160,000 US dollar top. So yes, the structure is going to be a little bit different, as the top is not going to be as huge as we had, but that top wasn't that huge as well, and this one will be decreasing as well. But we can see that this 2-week, we have now 3 green bars. Very positive. This is what should follow. This is what should follow. Very interesting chart. Pause the video to analyze it a little bit more yourself. I promised you to talk about the Didi Bam Bam token, and that's what I'm going to do now. Why? Because check. That token price is increasing only for one single reason. And that one single reason is that Didi Bam Bam AI app is going to go live on the 10th of October. Tomorrow we will go live with an AI app. This app will give you a shitload of tools to use, to understand Bitcoin, to connect with the community, and to help you with trading and signals, etc. Everyone will be able to become a member of this Didi AI app. There is a membership. You can go to the website and find out from tomorrow. Also, I will post the link to the app tomorrow, so you can all check it out tomorrow, which membership you want to take, etc., etc., etc. But it will have a shitload of tools. I'm going to go through a couple of them. You have the course, you have the community, you have the token, you have the Pi cycle, you have the NFTs, trading signals, whale tracker, price checker, technical analyst, portfolio, Didi chat, market heat map, Didi chat 24/7 chatting with me in a really cool way. Sentiment, support, resistance, trend analyst, bull market tops, trading suggestions, chart analyst, price, crypto news, macro alerts, gamifications, where you can play a shitload of games, guys. And that is exactly why that Didi Bam Bam price is increasing. Please be aware, until the 10th of October, you can still become a gold VIP member for life, lifetime member, but that's a one-time payment. From the 10th, you will be able to do a monthly subscription base to become a member as well. Okay? Very interesting. Let's jump into the next part. Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to 30,000 US dollar. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. I hope you really enjoyed those charts. Short term, a shitload volatility, amazing for the traders. I will keep repeating it. Traders need a volatile market. That's how they make profits. My algorithm, which is making 40% a year, also needs a volatile market. That's how the algorithm makes profit. And yes, for the long-term people, I still believe the bull market top will be in this year, 2025, in the next 60 days. And I know a lot of people think it will be 2026. A lot of people think that we will never have a bear market anymore. I want to see that before I believe it. Until that moment, I will stick to the 4-year cycle. As the 4-year cycle, as you could see, is playing out every time the same way again and again and again. Yes, we had a little bit of an early all-time high before the halving, which made it a longer run, but I believe in the next 60 days we will have this blow-off top, and that will be the end of the bull market. We will go into a 12-month bear market. Will there be an 80 or a 70% crash? No. I do believe that the institutional investors are not that crazy to sell everything. They will be dropping the price with maybe 50%. But from 160, 50% is all the way back to 80K. Selling one Bitcoin will give you the opportunity to buy 2 Bitcoins back during the bear market bottom. That's doubling the amount of Bitcoins. You won't be able to get that result anywhere else in any other asset industry, guys. So please, if you want to be notified when I exit the market, because I'm not doing that on my gut feeling, I'm doing that based on TA, when the indicators tell me the Bitcoin price is topping out, I will be announcing that on this channel. You should be subscribing, you should be hitting that notification bell, and you should be warning all your friends and family to subscribe to this channel as well, because we still didn't reach 100K subs on YouTube. I don't like that. I want to have 100K subs before the end of this bull market, guys. So please, share with your friends and family. Now, let's jump into the next part. The inspirational quote for today, guys. Yes, I know, it is very hard to fail. But you know what is worse? That you never tried to succeed. That pain is way more worse than the pain of failing. Because if you fail, you get up again and you try it again and you will succeed in the end. And that feeling of succeeding is way better than the feeling of pain of failing. And if you never try, you will always only know the pain of failing, because you never tried to succeed. You never gave it your best. You never gave it a try. You just kept running that hamster wheel and kept accepting that pain was normal of failing, and that you didn't want to do anything else to try and prove to yourself that you could do the opposite of failing. And because you are afraid of failing, you don't even take one little step. You just keep observing what all the other people do to become successful. You keep working your ass off for your boss so that your boss becomes successful. And why? Because you fear failing. Failing should not be feared. Failing is part of the path to success. You fail 1 time, you fail 2 times, you fail 3 times. Even if you fail 10 times, it really doesn't matter. It matters that you get up every time when you fail and you improve your skill, improve your knowledge. You work your way forward like that. Failing is part of the process. In the end, because of failing, you will reach your goals, you will reach your successes, you will reach maybe even the fact that you are not afraid of Bitcoin anymore because you're afraid that it will fail. You will reach the thing that you want to reach in your life because you lost the fear of failing. Just embrace it. It's part of the whole plan. I have failed also many times in my life, with many tryouts, with many businesses, with many sports, with many whatever. But I kept going on, I kept going on, I kept even going into YouTube, and believe me, the first 2 years of YouTube was a big failure, but I kept pushing. And at the end, now we are becoming more and more successful. In the end, I'm reaching my goals, educating a shitload of people about Bitcoin, blockchain, and life. So that's the inspirational quote of today. Don't fear failure. start to embrace failure, and start to focus on your goals, reaching your passions, and then your failure will run into success, and that success will give you that happy feeling that you all deserve, guys. Now, that was everything for today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news, about the charts, and about the inspirational quote? And please help me reaching that 100k subs on YouTube. I also want to have this. What do you get then? Like this golden YouTube button that I can hang in my house. I can show my kids, look, we did it. Thank you, and see you next time. Bam.